Hey, it's JK Dowdle here, and I really hope that you enjoyed the live workshop that we did. Whether you're watching this video directly after the workshop, which is great, that means you're pumped up and you're motivated, or you maybe took the night off and then you're watching this at a later stage. In any case, I want to thank you for coming onto the workshop, sticking with me through it. I hope that you learned something, and this video hopefully is going to bring everything together for you. Now, what I want to mention just before we jump into some cool stuff I want to show you here is to point out that it's very important that you watched the first training video before the workshop. And in this video, we talked about image ads, video ads, journey ads, and text ads. Now, if you missed that video for whatever reason you couldn't watch it, I've actually linked to that video just underneath this video. So I strongly recommend that you watch this one first. You've probably already seen it though. It must, in my opinion, it's actually a really good training video for 23 minutes long. It breaks down the why of why you should be running these 4 types of Facebook ads. Now, what we're going to do in this video right now is actually go into some of this stuff in a little bit more detail. I'm going to show you what you need to do to actually create these ads. Apologize, lots of Facebook stuff happening here. Now, video link ads and image link ads, I'm not going to cover how to make in this video. Just the reason being is that if you've picked up Evolution, you already know that an image link ad, I've shown you how to make that in the actual Evolution course, and same with the video link ad. The video link ad is the sales ad that I showed you how to put together, and the image link ad is the prospecting ad that I ran to my Facebook audience to build up my prospecting custom audience. Now, if you have not picked up Evolution, that's okay. These two are the most common types of ads. If you've ever made an ad before in Facebook, you've probably made an image link ad or a video link ad. It's the most common type of ad that you see all your time in the newsfeed when you're scrolling through on your phone or desktop or what have you. So again, these are super basic. I'm not going to cover them in this video because I want to focus on the really cool stuff, and that is the video post ads and image post ads, as well as the journey and text ads. Now, I have gotten a ton of emails and Facebook messages from people asking, how the heck do you make text ads? People have gone in and tried to make them. They keep saying that Facebook is asking for images to use or videos to use or something like that. And I'm going to show you, this is actually probably the easiest one to make. So this one is pretty cool. We're going to jump into that in a couple of minutes. I want to start off first though with video post ads. So let me just minimize this here. I've gone ahead and already put together some of these campaigns just to kind of go through an overview of exactly how you make them. They're actually really, really easy to do. So video post ad, in order to create a video post ad or an image post ad, you need to have a brand new campaign. You cannot add a video post ad or image post ad into an existing campaign. Okay, so I have a campaign running here for a website called Lifestyle Vision, which is for a client I'm working with. I cannot go in here. I believe this is a traffic campaign. It actually says it here. This is a traffic campaign. I can't go in and create a video post ad as part of this campaign. I have to create a brand new campaign in order to create the video post ad. That's the first thing that's important to understand. Now, why is that? Well, for this campaign, for example, I'm running traffic. So the objective of this campaign is to get as many clicks as possible. Video post ads and image post ads are actually engagement campaigns. So when you go to create these, this is how you do it. You actually go up here to the create button, either in Ads Manager or in Power Editor. And for the campaign objective, you're not going to choose traffic and you're not going to choose conversions. You're actually going to choose post engagement. Now, one thing that's very important to point out here, when you choose traffic as your campaign objective in here, okay, what you're telling Facebook is to go and find people who meet your demographics and your interest and all that kind of stuff. Find the people in that audience who historically have the highest likelihood of clicking advertisements and clicking links in Facebook ads or in Facebook posts and things like that. These are what I call hyper clickers, right? They love to click ads all the time. They see stuff, they want to learn more, they click, 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 click. So that's what you're telling Facebook to go and find with the traffic objective. With the conversion objective, you're telling people to find people who are like your customers, and basically, I'm not going to get into all this stuff, but with post engagement, you're telling Facebook to find a different type of person than the hyper clicker who you might have been targeting with a traffic campaign. And here's the difference to understand between the two types of people. Post engagement ads are going to run to people who historically have a high tendency of liking Facebook ads or Facebook pages and images and videos and stuff that get shared. They have a high tendency of commenting and a high likelihood of sharing. Now, when people are engaged with an ad, they are liking it, commenting, sharing, etc., 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 they are going to take a look at your copy. Okay, so it's very important that your copy be pretty well tailored. Okay, you don't just want to write down the first thing that comes to your head and just send blend it into an ad and send it out. You don't want to do that. You really want to take your time to try and put together as best copy as you can, even if it's for a very short ad like a text ad, or you're using a very short amount of text for a video ad or an image post ad or something like that. Your copy needs to be really quite good. It's just something that you're going to have to practice really, because when people like, comment, and share, they don't usually just do it blindly, right? They're going to take a look at what your ad actually says compared to a traffic ad where people will sometimes just see the image and the button that says learn more, and they click it and they go and they're on your landing page, okay? With post engagement, people are, surprise, surprise, they're actually more engaged. So this is going to take a little bit of practice if you've never done copywriting before to try and find your groove. Now, again, if you're a member of Evolution, in the Evolution group, there are a bunch of resources floating around to help you get started with copywriting, because it is an incredibly important skill that you need to have. So now that we've got that taken care of, I wanted to point that out because it is a different type of person that you're targeting with an engagement ad compared to a traffic ad. So once you've gone ahead and do that, you're going to go and save to draft and start creating your campaign. I'm just going to hit cancel because I've already put together this campaign. But like I said, most important thing so far to remember is that you need to create a brand new campaign to run a video post ad or an image post ad. So after you put that together, you're going to go and do your ad set, right? So your interest, your demographics, your targeting, and all that good stuff. Now, I'm not going to show you how to do that because, again, it's pretty straightforward. If you've picked up Evolution, it's all explained in the course. And if you've never picked up Evolution and you don't know what Evolution is, honestly, just any of the videos I've put together before, or even just jumping onto Google and saying, how do you put together an ad set in Facebook? It's all very straightforward. It's already taken care of in lots of other resources. So I'm not going to waste your time in this video with that. But let's go into the ad, because that is actually something that we do want to focus on. So the video post ad here, there are two ways to make this, okay? If I'm just going to click on edit here, there are two ways to do this. So you can use an existing post. So you can actually go onto your Facebook page. In my case, it's JK Dowdle I am here. And you can go and make this post on your page, right? You can upload a video, you can write in your ad copy, you can post all of it in there, no problem. And then just come in here, choose use existing post, and then go and find your post, right? It's just going to give you a drop-down list and choose the post that you want. That's fine. You can do it like that. Personally, I like to do them all as ads so that they do not appear on my Facebook page. That way, I know exactly the traffic that I'm getting is coming exclusively from this ad and not from my Facebook page. That's just a personal preference for me. If you have a history of engagement ads and you're quite experienced in this stuff, by all means, go and post it onto your Facebook page. Personally, just as a preference, I prefer to do a create ad and then actually create this from scratch. So what you're going to do here, because we're doing a video post ad, you're going to choose video and you're going to upload your video. If you're doing an image post ad, the process is entirely the same up until this point, except you obviously just choose image and then you upload your image. Now, before I continue, I want to point out something that I talked about in the workshop, and that is especially true with engagement ads, okay? So image post ads, video post ads, this is really, really important here, so listen very closely. The job of your video and the job of your image in a post ad, without the button down here, without the link here for people to click on, is to make people stop. When they're scrolling through their newsfeed, either desktop or in their on mobile device, the job of your video or the job of your image is to make them stop scrolling. And why do we want them to stop scrolling? It's because we want them to read our copy, okay? So keep that in mind. You want to have something big and bold as your video. You want to have something big and bold as an image if you're doing an image post ad, because you want them to stop what they're doing and either look at the image and then go to the copy, or watch a couple seconds of the video and then go to the copy. The idea is you want to get them up here to your copy, okay? So for the video post ad and the image post ad, everything I've shown you is exactly the same. It's just for an image post ad, obviously you put an image. For a video post ad, you use a video. And then down here we have our text. Now, the text here, as I said before, it is, you need to start practicing the art of copywriting, because it's going to serve you so well whatever you do in internet marketing. Even if you never use Facebook ads ever again, learning how to copyright is incredibly important, because obviously with internet marketing, you're not talking to your prospects. If people are buying from you or they're buying affiliate products from you, you're not talking to them. You need to learn how to communicate through the written word. So practice, practice, practice copywriting. There's a ton of websites to go and visit. Join the Evolution group. There's a bunch of resources floating around there as well if you haven't done so. But here we go. This is just my copy I've put in here. And then down at the bottom, boom, we have our link that people can go and click on. And if people click on this link, this is what I'm going to be charged for as my cost per click. click price. Okay, so there's my copy, pretty straightforward. And then all we do is just make sure that our pixel is turned on, and then we hit publish and send it out. And that is basically it. That's how we do a video post ad, and exactly the same thing, but except we choose an image here and we do an image post ad. So those are the two types of post ads there. Again, very, very simple to put together. Key takeaways here, just before I move on to journey ads, is your image and your video has got to make people stop. They need to be in your face, not overly aggressive, obviously, but you want to make sure that people stop what they're doing and look up here, and your copy has got to do the work to sell the click, right? The image is not here to sell the click. The video here is not to sell the click because there is nothing to click. This needs to stop them, so they go up to your copy, they read through your copy, they get the general idea, and then they will click on your link. What you will see is you'll get a ton of likes and comments and shares with this stuff because you're targeting the type of person who's most likely to engage with your content. So hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't, jump into the Evolution Facebook group and ask a few questions there. But for now, let's head back and look at journey ads. So let me close this here. Let's go back to campaigns. And let's talk about journey ads. So a journey ad is basically the same really as an image post ad, but it has a heavy emphasis on copywriting. So let's go into journey ad here. Again, I'm going to skip over how to do the ad set because it is, you know, it's not necessary in this video. This is just focusing on these creatives. And if we go here to journey ad, you're going to see there's in my case, there's a little error here. It's just because the image is a little bit small that I'm using. It's still going to show up though. It just I'm actually using a cartoon here, so it might show up as a little bit pixelated, but I just really like this cartoon. So I'm going to go here to edit and show you exactly how to create this ad. When you're coming in to do this ad, same as an image post ad or a video post ad, you absolutely can go and post this onto your page and then choose use existing post and just choose this post from the drop down menu and actually use it for your ad. Again, my personal preference is to create the ad from scratch so that I'm actually able to go and make sure that all the clicks and the traffic that I get is exclusively from the ad and it's not coming from my Facebook page. Your preference is your preference. Whatever you want to do is whatever you want to do. Now, I'm using an image here. And the image, again, the idea here is to make them stop. For a journey ad, 100% you can use a video. I just found personally in my experience, specifically with the internet marketing niche, that images tend to work. They tend to make a lot more sense with journey ads. And the idea here is that with your journey ad, you want to have some kind of a cartoon, some kind of an image, again, something that makes people stop what they're doing and then go up to your copy, okay? I like this cartoon here from Mark Anderson. I think he makes some really cool stuff. And I think it's just a really cool image. So this would make me stop what I'm going through because it's a little bit different. It's not something that you usually see when you're scrolling through your newsfeed, and it's never something that you see as an ad, right? So this is automatically kind of stealthy. When this shows up in your newsfeed, it doesn't look like an ad, right? No ad uses a kind of comic strip like this. It just is not something that you see. So people then jump up to the copy because they want to know, what is this? So again, this is an engagement ad as well, right? And we can see here, if we look at the copy, it is lengthy. I think this is about 4,500 characters or something. It is long. Okay, journey ads are just that. They are telling about your journey. Okay, how you went from point A to point B, and then at the bottom here, you give them a resource so that they can learn how to do the same thing. Okay, in this case, I'm explaining to people about webinars. I think it's actually how I set up my list, my first landing page, how it was a disaster, what I learned from it, how I put into play the things that have made building a landing page and squeeze pages, how that's become successful for me. And then at the bottom here, I'm inviting them onto a webinar so that they can go and, learn from my process exactly how I've done that. So the journey ad needs to do that. This is not just sell, sell, sell. Here's the top 5 features of my product, yada, yada, yada. This is actually to tell a story. Okay, you actually want to take people on a journey, hence the name journey ad, from your point of failure to your point of success and the bumps and lessons that you've learned along the way. Now, if you're thinking, if this is on mobile, nobody's going to read this, okay? You're absolutely wrong. I can't tell you how wrong you are. A well-made journey ad will do incredible things for your brand, especially of all things your brand, because these will be liked, it's going to be commented, people are going to tag some of their marketing friends or whatever niche you might be in, and they're going to make a lot of comments, and they're going to actually share this a lot, and people will go and join your webinar or download your thing or go to your landing page, whatever it is that you're trying to do based on reading over this. But again, this is a very copywriting intensive exercise, okay? I would strongly recommend that you do some image post ads and some video post ads before moving into, in my opinion, what's a more effective type of ad, which is the journey ad. And if you really want to see people who use journey ads, if this isn't something that you see a lot of, the people that I see using journey ads all the time are the marketers who I respect most of all. So people like Amy Porterfield, people like Bob Kiyosaki, people like, I mean, there's so many. I mean, really AAA marketing geniuses use journey ads because they are very, very effective at getting you engagement, getting you clicks, and getting your brand out there in a really positive way. So I cannot recommend journey ads enough. It's honestly the exact same process as doing an image post ad, right? You choose a post engagement as the campaign objective. You're just putting in some very, very long text here. And the reason I call it a journey ad, like I said, is because the copy here is not sell, sell, sell. We're not trying to sell anything. We're telling people about our journey from failure to success and the bumps that we've had along the way. So what I'm actually going to do as well is just make sure that you guys have access to this copy that I'm using right here in your resources just underneath this video. So you can actually go ahead and download this. It's quite lengthy, but just as a reference that you can use, go ahead and do that. I really strongly don't recommend that you just copy this yourself because it's going to come across as insincere, and you just don't want to do that. That defeats the point of a journey ad. A journey ad needs to be exactly that. It's your journey. So I'll stop harping on about that right now. Journey ads, very, very cool. Now, the last thing that I want to show you is the text ad, right? The mysterious text ad. How do you put this together? And you'll see it's not actually listed in here because I want to show you how to do it from scratch, because we're not actually going to use the ads manager. We're actually going to do it all from your Facebook page. So this is, I've already gone ahead and put in my copy. I'm just on my Facebook page here. This is just a post that I have written, right? And I've just gone and put in a couple of emoji. Here's my link, blah, blah, blah. And when you go and write this in, you're going to get the preview window here to go to the page. What you want to do is click on this little X to get rid of that preview. You don't want to have that, okay? No images, no preview windows, no videos, no nothing. It is a text ad, so we're just going to be using text. And make sure that everything looks good. You don't want to have any spelling errors. You don't want to have any, obviously, problems with your link. You want to make sure this is all perfect before you hit this big blue publish button. So I'm happy with this. This looks good. I've actually used this copy before. I'm going to go ahead and publish this. And once the page refreshes here, we're going to see it pop up. And any second now. There we go. So there is our post. And what we're going to do now here, instead of going into Ads Manager, we're actually going to click on this Boost Post button. Now, Boost Post has gotten a lot of bad rap, in my opinion, over the years, but they've actually changed it quite a lot, and it's basically the exact same as doing it in Ads Manager. There's really not much of a difference here. So what we're going to do is Boost Post. Sorry, Gareth, I'll talk to you soon. And from here, inside the Boost Post area, we're going to choose a couple of different options, right? So you're going to notice that down at the bottom here, you've got all your custom audiences will be listed here. I've got 92 custom audiences. These are the ones that are just showing up at the top here. So I can choose anything that I've already created as a custom audience with my pixel. So in this case, 10 people who've read a blog post about 10 life hacks. This is a duplicate of the same audience. I can choose people who've purchased Evolution. Any custom audience that you've created using your Facebook pixel is going to show up here, right? So you can run this text ad to your custom audiences, no problem whatsoever. You can also run it to people who like your page or people who like your page and their friends. That's also sometimes really, really effective. But if you're going to be running this to a cold audience, you want to go ahead here to edit, and you're going to get basically the ad set window, a little miniature version of it here in this little window. So we're going to run it to men or women. I'm just going to say men. Most of my customers are 25 to 45. And a lot of people on this page are from India, so I'm actually just going to take India out of here, and I'm going to put in the countries that I want to target. So I'm going to do Canada and the United States of America land. There we go. And you know, obviously whatever countries you want to put in here, you can go and do that. And now we can actually go and start layering in some interest. So what I'm going to do here is put in, let's say, affiliate marketing. Okay, affiliate marketing as an interest. Make sure you don't choose job title here because that'll be a very small audience. And right there, we've got an audience size of 190,000 people. Okay, pretty good little audience that we've got there. I can go into suggestions, and obviously I can find other interests that I want to target. And again, I can go and narrow the audience. So if I want to show my ad to people interested in affiliate marketing, and I don't know, well, let's say Mike Filsaime. Okay. It's going to be a very small, fewer than 1,000 people. Maybe we'll just take that one out. But I can go in here and mix and match, right? Same as I talked about in many, many other videos, even outside of Evolution. It's really helpful to stack your interests together. So this ad will only show to people interested in affiliate marketing as well as Mike Filsaime. I'm going to go ahead and take that out for now. So this is 190,000 people, and now I can go and save. And there we go. My text ad is going to show up to all of those guys. Now, for the actual copy itself, once the preview window loads here, let's see if we can just get that to pop up. Okay, that's not coming up right now. But the thing that I wanted to point out to you here, which is just glitching out on me, is you want to make sure that your text ad is 500 characters, including spaces and emoji and all that stuff, 500 characters or less, not 500... yeah, 500 characters, not 500 words, 500 characters, including spaces. If you go into a very long text ad, it kind of defeats the point. This needs to be kind of like a classified. That's the way I think of it. If you've ever picked up a newspaper, you got those classifieds, 2-bedroom for rent, whatever. That's kind of how I look at this. And if it's too long, it defeats the point. So 500 characters, even for me, is actually a bit long. This one that I'm running is about 482 characters. Generally, you want to keep it less than 500 for sure, but even if you can, less than 350, right? If you can push it that much. So I'm going to go ahead and just, obviously this is not popping up, unfortunately, but mine was about 500 characters or 482 or something like that. Now, the budget here, this is coming up in Australian for some reason. We're going to go with whatever we want to do. Let's just do $10. Oh, you know what? I think it's probably on a client's. Yeah, here we go. Just change this over here. There we go. So $10 US here per day. There we go. Now it's coming up. So this all this right here is 482 characters. Estimated reach is unavailable. That's fine. We've already taken care of that. And then you need to choose a duration for how long you're going to run this ad for. So this is a little bit different than how you do things in Ads Manager. When you're boosting a post, this is going to be your total budget. This is not, as you can see up here, this is not per day. All right. So if I want to do $10 US over 7 days, that means I'm going to spend $1.42 per day. If I want to do it over 1 day, obviously that's going to be $10 per day, or over 14 days, I'm going to spend 71 cents per day, right? So the minimum budget's $1 per day. That's not going to work. So if I want to do, say, 15 bucks over 7 days, I'm going to spend $2 per day, right? And down here, we can then go and track any conversions that might come up. You're going to be charged for impressions on this, right? You're going to be charged for impressions rather than clicks. So that is the same for, in general engagement ads. You get charged for impression, you don't get charged per click. You will obviously have a cost per click. If you spend $10 and you get 10 clicks, that's $1 per click, right? But you're being charged for impressions, the amount of people who are seeing your ad. That's true for image post ads, video post ads, text ads, journey ads, all the same thing. I'm going to say $15 US over 7 days. And when you're done, you just go ahead and you hit boost. It's going to submit the promotion, and it's going to go off to Facebook and see if it gets reviewed. These ones generally get reviewed very, very quickly. And oh, look at that. There's my Visa number. These ones get reviewed very, very quickly. And then once you submit the post, you can actually go ahead and choose, if you want to add $15 to get 7 more days. There's a bunch of little options that you can have here. This is like a little mini window to go ahead and review your order and make any changes that you want to do in here. You can also go ahead here and edit your promotion as well. But that's how you put together a text ad. It's not done in the Ads Manager. It's actually done from your page. But if we go over here to Ads Manager, let me refresh here. And we give it a quick second. We will see it actually show up here now as a campaign. And this is where we can look at all of our stats and impressions and all that good stuff in here too. So let's just wait for this to come up. And there we go. There's our post. So it's pending review. Facebook is just going to take a look at it, make sure that it's not talking about naked ladies or anything like that. And it's going to go ahead, get it approved. And then you're going to start seeing yourself get some engagement, getting some clicks, and actually getting some people over to your landing page for whatever your goal is. And that's how we do it. That is how we take care of all 4 of those ad types. We looked at video post ads as well as image post ads. We looked at journey ads and text ads. Now, if I ever had a question, someone asked me which one of these is your ultimate #1 favorite type of ad. For me personally, it's journey ads. I'm a big fan of them because, like I said, they do a lot for your brand as well as getting you clicks and engagement and followers and all that kind of good stuff. I really like Journey Ads. Now, in the workshop, I talked about the difference of going from cold audiences to warm audiences to hot audiences. When you submit a text ad, I don't recommend doing this to a completely cold audience. The reason is people are kind of taken aback by it. They don't know who you are. They've probably never seen this type of text ad before from someone who they've never heard of, so they might get their guard up a little bit. That's not something that I recommend doing. I think when you're running to a cold audience, someone who's not part of your custom audience, they've never hit your Facebook pixel before, I like to start with image link or image post ads or video link or video post ads. Those are the great ones to kind of get started with your cold audience. And then once you've got people into your pixel, you've got them retargeted, you've got them in your custom audience, then you can start running things like journey ads and text ads to start increasing that engagement with your brand. And then when you go to hit them with that sale, again, you want to go back to video post ads or image post ads or image link ads or video link ads, because if I'm trying to sell a product, a $97 product or a $47 product or whatever product, it's much easier to try and get that click with the help of a video or an image as well as some strongly written copy. So I use journey ads and text ads a lot of the time in the middle of my roadmap when I'm trying to get people from that very first contact all the way through to the sale. I like journey ads and text ads in the middle of that relationship to try and get them onto my list or to download an ebook or whatever it might be. And then when I'm trying to work for that sale, I'm generally using image and video ads to help me do that. So thank you for watching this video. 25 minutes is a little bit longer than what I originally planned for, but hopefully you can see that all of this stuff is actually really helpful. I hope this covers every question that you might have, but if it doesn't, please go ahead into the Evolution Facebook group and ask any questions that you have there. And final thing that I want to mention, if you have not picked up Facebook Masters program after the workshop, go ahead and jump in. I promise you this is going to completely change your business. There's a link to that under this video as well. Pick it up before the price goes to the full price after we finished up with the workshop here. My name is J.K. Dowdle. I hope to see all of you in the Evolution Facebook group. And until your next commission check, I hope that you have an awesome day. Again, my name is J.K. Dowdle. Thank you so much for watching this video.